Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, before we move on, I want to show you a really cool Christmas gift that I got.
Okay. So
Okay,
those of us who are listening, I will describe it when I see it. I haven't seen this yet. So Dan's
what
really
does it look
excited.
like? It's a white box.
It's a white Hewlett Packard box.
It is called the Sprocket.
It's a sprocket,
It
like
is a
from
Sprocket.
Jetsons.
Yeah,
Did
I guess
George
so.
Jetson make it for you?
Now, the cool thing about it here is it's actually a Bluetooth printer that's wireless.
What? It's a Bluetooth
Yeah,
printer? You
and it's
can't
kind of fun.
fit.
It's a lot like a Polaroid picture. So you take a
Uh,
selfie and it pops out a color Polaroid picture, which is kind of fun.
so Dan just showed us a little picture that he pulled out of it. So it's a photo printer. Like you
Yeah.
can't print an 8.5 by 11 sheet out of it.
No.
But does it have its own battery? Like, can you just
Yeah.
walk around and
Yep.
you'd be like at a party? It's like, what's up? Oh,
Exactly. That's what I was doing at the New Year's Eve party last night.
you're like,
So
hey,
the
party
cool thing
time.
Party time. The cool thing about it is it's actually a sticker, so you can rip off the back of the photo and then stick it to
Oh,
things. Yeah.
like people's backs.
People's backs or on a fridge. I mean, the
That's
possibilities are
awesome.
endless.
Possibilities are endless. That is
But
so
it's about the size of like a battery for your phone, an external battery.
yeah.
But instead it just pops out pictures.
So
So
I got questions.
yeah.
First of all, who got you this magical device? Was
Mom
it
and dad. I
mom
mean,
and dad? That's awesome.
I think
Awesome.
they were shopping
Okay.
at Costco and they were like, "Wait, Dan would really
Yeah,
like
love
this."
this.
And
Yeah, they
that's
nailed it.
they
And then okay, next question. How
uh,
long's the battery last?
all night. Yeah, it still
All
has
night long.
three
All
out of
night.
three bars. But this
Nice.
is new, so I don't know. I mean, if you're printing off things all day long,
Yeah.
maybe the battery would wear out.
Okay, next question. Ink. Like, do you
Yeah.
buy cartridges? What do you do?
Yeah, you buy cartridges, you can get them on Amazon for pretty cheap. Mine came with 60 little pictures that you can print off, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think the ink is in the picture, kind of like a Polaroid picture, so I don't think you have to worry
Ooh,
about the printer running out of
it's
ink per se.
film.
It's the film, yeah.
Yeah, or
And
whatever.
it's actually pretty good quality. I'm looking at it right now, and it's got a little app where you can add, Happy New Year 2019 to your pictures and whatever else you want to do.
That's awesome.
Fun, right?
Yeah, now I'm gonna tell you something I shouldn't.
Uh-oh.
It's a confessional here. Here we are. Tech Time Confessionals. That should be a side podcast. So I was throwing this dance, and we had like 600 people coming, and we wanted.
Back in your LimeWire days when you
No, no,
were
no. This is just like 3 years ago. And so we wanted to do like a photo booth where people could walk away with their pictures, kind of like the Polaroid idea, but we didn't want to go get a Polaroid camera. So I went to Costco and I bought like a really fancy, nice picture printer.
oh,
And I even told them, I said, I'm bringing this back tomorrow.
what did they say?
They said, okay. Costco's the best. I said, literally, I'm bringing this back tomorrow. I'm using it for a party. I wanted you to know that so that I could feel good about what
So
I'm
that my
about to do.
conscience feels good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just bought extra film, like it always, or not film, but sheets, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And it came with stuff like that, but of course I wasn't going to use it and return that. That would just be extra wrong. So yeah, I just went and bought extra sheets, like pictures, film stuff for it, and then returned the whole printer back.
And they took it back?
Yeah, of course. And
Okay.
they said, is there anything wrong with this? And of course it was somebody different I was talking to than when I bought it. And I was like, absolutely not. It was great. I loved it. I just don't need it anymore. They're like, okay.
Well, I have a couple things to say. First of all, Costco does have the best return policy.
Yeah, they do.
Did you know that my big 50-inch TV that I have actually was a free return?
Oh,
So I don't know
really?
if I've told this story on our
No.
podcast before, but a friend of mine, back when projectors were big, back in the early 2000s, bought a projector and really enjoyed it and had us all over, and we enjoyed the projection on the wall and stuff. And then about a year later, that's when the flat screen TV started getting popular.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so himself, and he was like, why did I buy this projector when I can get one of those cool flat screen TVs? So over a year later, he went back to Costco with his projector and said, oh, I was just wondering if I can return this. And the girl at the desk, caught eyes with him, and they started,
Winking like,
flirting,
oh,
winking a little bit.
what's
And
up?
she said, yeah, absolutely. Over a year old, used several times. She took the projector back, gave him
Yes.
back the $1,000, and he bought the TV. And then years later, when 3D TVs came out, he turned around and
He
said, you know
did
what,
it
me and
again?
my family, we can't use this anymore. You should just take this for free because I shouldn't even have this. So now I have free TV from a Costco return.
That's awesome. Woo, woo,
Ooh, ooh, ooh. One other thing I can tell you about returns that's kind of funny is
Yeah.
it's really just a Western world kind of a thing. I don't know if you know this, but one time when I was in Shenzhen, in China, I went to this hardware store to get, like a plug for my iPhone.
Yeah.
And when I went back, I tried to plug it in. There was something wrong with it, or I didn't like it. So I walked back to the store. And I was like, yeah, I'd like to return this. And he said, you're not in the United States anymore, right? We don't do that. So he wouldn't return it.
What?
At like a Radio Shack over there. That's not the name of the store, but
Yeah.
it's really a Western
The
thing,
source.
returning things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too bad. We don't do that, you cheapskate.
So I'm pretty sure if you were in China or anywhere that's not in the Western world, you wouldn't have been able to get away
Yeah.
with that part with the pictures.
That's true. Yeah. So all of you who can, Costco hacks.
Costco hacks
Well,
and
it was
Walmart hacks.
and Walmart hacks. That's right.